Outside the snug burrow, Peter Rabbit stands with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, the sun casting long shadows. Mrs. Rabbit's brow furrows with concern as she warns of the dangers of Mr. McGregor's garden. The memory of their father hangs heavy as Mrs. Rabbit departs, leaving her children at the burrow's mouth. Peter, barely containing his excitement, shares a mischievous wink with his siblings. "I'm going to McGregor's garden. Who's with me?" Peter asks, his eyes gleaming with adventure. In Mr. McGregor's garden, rows of vibrant vegetables bask under the sun, tempting the eye with their freshness. Peter, eyes gleaming with mischief, sneaks in, greedily devouring lettuce, beans, and radishes. Mr. McGregor bursts onto the scene, his face a thunderous red as he bellows, "Stop, thief!" A chaotic chase erupts as Peter darts between rows, narrowly dodging Mr. McGregor's rake. In the frantic escape, Peter loses his blue jacket and shoes, symbols of his carefree transgression. The burrow glows warmly as Peter bursts in, his breath ragged, fur disheveled. His eyes dart nervously, scanning the shadows for unseen threats, a hunted look. He collapses onto his bed, already occupied by his peacefully sleeping sisters. Mrs. Rabbit enters, the aroma of freshly baked bread filling the dim space. Her gaze softens, observing Peter's weary state with a mixture of concern and knowing. "It seems you had an adventure, Peter," she says, her voice gentle yet firm. "Obedience keeps us safe." Amidst McGregor's garden, Peter Rabbit feigns interest in chores, his sisters nearby. Peter's gaze drifts to the distant hills, a silent yearning for adventure in his eyes. McGregor reinforces the fence, a reminder of past escapades and a challenge to Peter. "There has to be more to life than cabbages," Peter murmurs, a rebellious spark ignited. Peter enters a bustling city market, a vibrant chaos of shouts and colors overwhelming his senses. His eyes widen with awe, a mixture of excitement and trepidation swirling within him. Barnaby, a streetwise rabbit with a sly smile, approaches with an easy swagger. Barnaby radiates charm, concealing a hidden agenda as he sizes up Peter. He paints a tempting picture of urban exploration, hinting at excitement and boundless freedom. "This is the life. No rules, no chores," Peter exclaims, captivated by the alluring prospect. Moonlight paints dust motes in an abandoned warehouse. Barnaby and his gang huddle over a crude map, their shadows dancing ominously. Barnaby's dirty finger jabs at the map, his voice a low growl that sends a shiver down Peter's spine. Peter watches the potential for harm weighing heavily on him as Barnaby's recklessness escalates. A knot tightens in Peter's stomach, a stark contrast to the values instilled in him by his family. His face etched with internal conflict, Peter whispers, "Is this really who I am?" In McGregor's garden, Peter Rabbit, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail sneak in, Peter's eyes gleaming with daring mischief. They dodge garden tools, playful banter echoing as Peter spots ripe carrots, signaling his sisters for a feast. The rabbits revel in their feast amid the vibrant green rows. From afar, Mr. McGregor emerges, his voice booming with threat. "I'll get you this time, you pesky rabbits." Fireflies cast a warm glow as Peter, a mischievous young rabbit, hops into the cozy burrow. MRS. Rabbit, a kind mother, watches over Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, her expression soft with maternal love. Peter recounts his adventures in Mr. McGregor's garden, his voice filled with dramatic flair. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail giggle, captivated by Peter's daring tales. "Peter, darling, you must be more careful," Mrs. Rabbit warns, her eyes reflecting a mother's worry. Sunlight paints the woodland floor as Peter spots Mr. Todd, a sly fox lurking near a rabbit burrow, his eyes gleaming. Peter's protective instincts surge, a plan forming as he glances towards his cousin, Benjamin Bunny. Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and other creatures unite, their teamwork a beacon of determination. Peter confronts Mr. Todd, his courage shining as he steps forward, ready to defend his family. A whirlwind of fur and feathers as the chase begins, a comical battle through the forest. Amidst McGregor's lush garden, Peter and his siblings feast, their tiny forms a flurry of fur and whiskers. Peter, with mischief in his eyes, spots a ripe tomato, challenging his siblings. "Bet you can't get that one." A sudden shrill whirring shatters the idyllic scene, an ominous drone looming overhead. The drone sprays a glistening liquid, its droplets catching the sunlight like tiny, deadly jewels. Panic erupts as the rabbits scatter, their joyous feast turned into a desperate flight for survival. Dim light fills Peter's burrow as the rabbit family huddles, their noses twitching, anxiety palpable in the air. Benjamin Bunny holds up a wilted carrot, his brow furrowed with worry. "This stuff is strong, Peter. The whole garden is at risk." Peter stares at his father's jacket, a silent testament to bravery, hanging forlornly on the wall. Peter's voice cuts through the tension, filled with forced confidence. "We'll figure something out. We always do." In McGregor's garden, Peter, a charismatic leader, masterminds a plan against a menacing drone. Agile squirrels use glittering objects to bedazzle the drone's camera, sowing confusion. Hedgehogs create diversions, drawing the drone's attention away from Peter. "For the garden!" Peter cries, leaping onto the drone with unmatched agility. Smoke and sparks erupt as the drone sputters, then plummets to the earth with a crash. On the horizon, a larger machine appears, signaling an escalating threat.